Welcome back to the podcast. I really, really had to push down doing a voice. I almost did a voice.
We're gonna do the Markiplier voice.
What?
Yeah, the Markiplier voice.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Arcane Lounge podcast. I can't really do his voice very good. Well, I feel like I can, but if I try it, it doesn't work. Like in my brain tells me I can, but then I do it and I can't.
Oh.
But I think it's just because he has like a voice that he uses when he does that.
Yeah. I think it's good.
When are we gonna have Jack on? We can do our.
I keep forgetting to talk to him.
Please.
Well, I'll see him on Wednesday. I'll talk to him.
Please. I'm excited for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The man's a little busy, but now he might be a little less busy.
Yeah, a little less busy.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't strain my voice like at all over the baby break because that can happen sometimes when we're just streaming and recording a lot of videos. So I just had to do it in the Resident Evil one. I was like, oh, it feels good for my voice to hurt a little bit after I did like the reading the member. It was ridiculous. It was dumb, but it was my voice hurt a little bit afterwards, and I was like, oh,
That makes sense.
You guys ever like feel
Still
pain,
human.
but it kind of feels good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like all pain.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like full masochist,
No,
but
some.
like there are some pains that I'm like, oh yeah, it hurts. Oh, but I like it.
I understand.
like it.
I understand that.
You ever like go like, maybe not a run, but you can get it when you run, but like a walk or like something, and you come back and like you sit and you're a little bit out of breath, but your legs do that thing where they like you can feel like all the muscles like spasming just a little bit. Oh, that's a good one.
I love
I
that.
don't know if I like that one.
What?
I like that one.
I love that
No,
one.
because it won't go away.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You just gotta enjoy it. Pain is a very extreme reminder of the present.
Right.
That's how we know we're alive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Pain is weakness leaving the body. Sun Tzu. Also, the soldier from TF2, and they would YouTube poop it. So when he says pain is, it sounds like he's saying pain is. It sounds like he's saying penis.
Right.
And Dr. Eggman with snooping as usual. I see. You say snoopingness, pingness. And now I can't hear that line without hearing pingness in it. Yeah. He's supposed to be saying snooping as usual, I see, but I hear snooping as usual, I see. I just hear full pingus.
How often do you hear that?
Spencer, what's a pain you enjoy?
I don't know.
My pain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's a pain you enjoy.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Not
it's
that.
a pain you
Not
enjoy.
that
Being a
leg
pain in my
spasm,
ass.
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like being a little thorn in your side.
Yeah,
It's
thanks.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, once again, we don't really have a plan for the podcast today. We're just gonna chill and hang out.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Mother's Day for us, and for Mother's Day, you got me a CRT screen.
I did.
you didn't do it for Mother's Day. It was later in the day on Mother's Day. I've been wanting a CRT screen for years, and we can never find one. And you just randomly on Facebook Marketplace, you were like, check it out. And you made, because we deleted our Facebooks, you made a new Facebook account. And I was like, if you get that for me, I'll cry.
Yeah.
And you got it. And we went and drove and got it today. We had to drive for like 40. We were driving for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because we had to go 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back.
Yeah.
And it was so worth it.
Good.
It's like this big. We put the GameCube in it. I did have to. The GameCube did not want to work. I had to. It took a couple of tries.
Yeah.
But I got Resident Evil 4 working.
That makes sense.
And it's so much fun. It's actually insane how playable it is when you have the screen that it was made to be on.
Yeah.
Like for some reason because I tried to replay the original before the remake came out because I was excited about it, and the controls were so hard I couldn't do it. But I just played it right now because we came on when I wanted to try it, and it was like it felt natural, it felt normal.
Yeah.
Like the tank controls didn't bother me, and I'm like, because the game it looks like how it's supposed to be. I don't know. There's something about the way that I'm perceiving it and the way that the CRT screen presents itself that I'm like, oh, this is the only way I can do this, and I'm okay with it. It was also just super nostalgic. Like I just when we turned it on, we're like, let's see if it works, and we turned it on, and it goes. And we touch it and we're like, and then it shocked me. And I was like, it's so funny that we have this huge TV in here that makes no sound when it turns on. And Marcy's gonna think we're insane because we turn on this TV and we're like, look at this awesome TV, Marcy. It's electrocuting me. Yay! It was awesome for it to just plug in and work.
Yeah.
Didn't have to go through some fucking
Sign
smart
in.
hubs
Yeah.
thing. I didn't have to
Yeah.
turn on. There is a gaming mode, weirdly enough, but I did like it has like a game mode, but like I turned it off because it wasn't doing anything. It just made the screen darker. So maybe some CRT experts out there can tell me what that does. But it didn't like it didn't like lag. It didn't create like a lag or anything. It was just awesome to like just be like, I plug it in, I turn it on, and the GameCube was like, and I was like, this, oh fuck, this is so sick.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my new obsession right now. I'm really excited. Really excited. We have so many. You put it in our group chat, and Colton was like, "You got the CRT. I'm gonna bring over my GameCube games. We'll have a sleepover." And I was like, "Yes, yes." I want to play Melee so bad.
We have it.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited,
Yeah.
dude. I'm so excited. I want to get a PS1. Okay. Anyways, what do you guys do this week?
Nothing much.
Not as cool as the CRT screen. Next.
No. I think I read some books. It's about
Yeah.
Yep. Not as cool.
Yeah.
Podcast's
Yeah.
over, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just
No,
kidding.
we played the Resident Evil game.
We did.
That was really fun. Oh, it was so fun to come back to streaming and do that. By the time this one's out, we've already done part 2, so hopefully that went well.
Yeah.
And that, well, when this episode comes out, that means this weekend we're back on schedule.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
We are.
I can't wait.
Finally back.
Can't wait. No, I'm glad everybody had fun. It was definitely kind of hastily cobbled together because we just prepped it that week because I didn't have much time. So it was like Monday through Friday. It was rough because it was like I had to get a video out. I had a sponsor I needed to do, and we had the merch drop for the new Juniper site, which is awesome. Go check it out if you want to get some new merch that me and this company called Juniper we worked together on. They worked really hard to make this super cool thing for me and for all y'all. So go check it out. But
What's the super secret extra that you get if you
you have to get it, dude. I can't say.
can't tell
Only
me?
Skylar is burdened with this knowledge from the new video. Yeah. It's cool though. It's cool. It's just a little thing that's gonna happen if this like continues and the merch sells pretty good and we want to do another line because they have other stuff. There's maybe a plushie that we want to do in the future.
Is that the super secret thing?
No. But with everything that comes from that site, there's a little like it's like a small little collectible thing that comes with it, and you just get it if you order it. So
Yeah.
pretty exciting. But no, we were just doing that all week. I was just prepping for that, and then also it was like in the downtime, it was like, all right, now we have to play Resident Evil.
Yeah.
So no, it came together. It was fun.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
It did not feel that way.
Really?
It felt pretty pristine.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome.
I just got to do arts and crafts all week. It's like, okay, Marceline's in bed. This baby is asleep.
I was literally going
Time to
yeah, and then it was me on the kitchen counter with a stack of papers being like, I need this cut and laminated. See ya.
yeah. That's fine.
We might do the same thing for Fallout.
Yeah.
Mia really wants to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It might be kind of fun. The weird thing is going to be like doing like the pack rat perk where it turns the load of everything 5 or below into 1.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, so what you need to do is you need to have like markers that are like bags that are represent 1 load, which would be 1 inch. And then that would go in, and then you would have to have a separate thing for anything 5 or below, and you would put it in this one, and then you would each one of them you would translate to 1 on your character on your main like inventory screen. So we'll figure it out. It's kind of crazy, but yeah. What books did you read? Unless you don't want to say.
I finished a horror book. I finished a romance book that my friend gave me, and then I'm about halfway through. I don't know if it's a self-help book, but it is a book about like asexuality.
Oh, cool.
That I'm reading for a friend, but I don't. I'm only halfway through it.
That's cool.
It's only like 150 pages, so
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What was the horror book?
It's I don't know if you ever heard the book Hide, but it's essentially like a person gets like ensnared by like this thing. I think it's like I don't know if it's a company to like essentially play this like online hide and seek game within this abandoned like carnival area.
Whoa.
Or I should say amusement park, and then it turns into like a bloodbath kind of thing.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool. And then they have their second book. It's like a Dracula retelling. called Undying Girl, I think. And
Whoa.
we read Hyde because it's the same author, so I'm hopefully going to get into that. I hope this week.
That's
We'll
crazy.
see.
That's cool. And the last book was Jordan Peterson's 12 Steps for Life.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
It was make money on Twitch, college Twitch. I don't know.
Twitch
It's-
College?
yeah,
Yeah,
some
for
kind of
sure.
meme. I don't
It's
know.
just a book of QR codes that lead to like
Yeah.
a 1-minute video each.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
I'm trying to Sigma grind set
Dudes,
and Mog
that's what I've been doing is Sigma Grind Set Mog. all
jawline
week.
trainers.
Yeah. Mhm.
Is that a thing?
What was the last one? Sorry?
Zens. Sorry, I'm trying to think of things that are cringe.
I haven't heard Mog in a minute. That one kind of died. That one was funny though.
Oh,
Mog?
shite.
No. I like to hear it again. It was nice. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, good. An
Remember
old
when you were saying
friend.
that all
Yeah.
the time?
What about a very old friend?
And what about very old friends? He's just like,
Oh, good.
and he opens the door and Bilbo's like, Gandalf. he's fucking swole. They can't hug each other.
No.
Their arms are too big.
They both make that sound that Gandalf makes when he hits his head.
When he hits his head in the wall, he breaks through it. He goes,
Oh,
chandelier falls
I
on the
hate that
ground.
now.
and he's like, Bilbo, I've become too swole for
Oh,
your
no.
home, Bilbo.
I'm sorry, Spencer. I don't know if I realized what was going to happen here.
He says, I can make you some whey if you like.
Let's save this for the
A
podcast
protein
with Jack.
shake if you would.
Yeah, this is you can tell that he's not been creating
No.
like enough D&D.
Yeah.
Because he's just willing to go into any bit
gotta
and
get it
then
out.
live in the world that he creates.
Yeah.
Got
him.
Just a granola bar, thank you.
Yeah. I was like, it's not a complaint.
No.
Bilbo Baggins, I'm not trying to mug you.
Well, he was though.
You want to be Sigma for yourself. Yeah, I'm deprived, dude.
That's enough.
I'm deprived.
Yeah.
Enough
Well,
of
I
that,
need
I
help.
think.
I need help.
Soon. You'll
Also
be
have
back
too
on the
much
grind.
caffeine in them.
Yeah.
I'm shaking.
Yeah. They have a maple bacon flavor.
I do?
Yeah.
The coffee?
Yeah.
Maple bacon coffee?
Not of this kind.
But like the beans?
Yeah.
Mm,
Bean?
that sounds... I don't know if that's good.
It's
I don't know if I
I don't
want a
think so.
bacon.
No.
The bacon part, no.
Maple?
Yeah, that's kind of like the French toast one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, isn't this more fun than just doing a bit?
yeah, I like sitting
You
in
just like
silence.
sitting here
Yeah.
and just like
Yeah.
in silence?
Yeah.
What would you do if you were in Lord of the Sigma rings? Lord of the Alpha rings?
Oh.
Lord of the... I can't think of
I don't
one.
know if I can think of one.
The Sigma of the rings? There we go.
The
What's an aura
Sigma.
ring?
A what? An aura ring?
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
don't know.
10,000 years ago, Sauron was farming aura. And then Elrond is like, and then they do all the orcs
Yeah.
The what?
with the swords. You know what I'm saying? They go
Oh, yeah.
till his son Isildur took up his father's dumbbell
Okay.
and mogged Sauron.
Oh fuck!
Sauron's like,
I just
"Ugh!"
realized that this kind of shit's how we wound up being animated
Yeah,
first time.
Yes.
So this
it
could
is.
get. I really hope
No,
this doesn't
I-
turn into something
Sauron,
else.
the Sigma, was defeated.
Yeah, next week can you have the intro, like the opening of the first movie? Can you just have it?
Yes.
You're like,
I-
ready to go.
Can I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the episode with Jack? Or you just want me to do that?
No, I just want you to do it.
I could fully do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I should say, you know what? Here's what we're going to do today.
Okay.
Up until we do questions.
Okay.
I want to
Okay.
pitch some ideas, okay? Because right now we're a little low on the ideas for the podcast. We had a lot last year. Now we
Okay.
kind of don't have any. We have like one or two.
Okay.
And I just want to throw some out
Okay,
there. Okay.
okay.
I want to.
Is
So
safe space.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I really want to do an episode where we write fan fiction and then read it.
Okay.
So and
Like
then
we come prepared with the fan fiction?
Yeah. We come prepared with a fan fiction that we wrote. It could
Okay.
be about anything. It could be about anyone,
Okay.
or it could be about our games. That would be pretty funny.
Okay.
Okay.
And it can be anything. It doesn't matter. There's no
Okay.
limits.
Okay.
That's an episode I want to do. There's one where I want
I
to.
think there should be some limits.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so we don't show up in the podcast at 7 hours because Jacob wrote a 400.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
400
The
page
limit
document.
should be like it can't be more than like 3 pages.
Okay.
Like, it's so many words or whatever.
So many words.
Yeah, it's not very long. It should
That's
take
quick.
It should take like
It's one
10
of those-
minutes to
Yeah.
read.
They
do it on the smart.
What if I make my font really small?
There's words, dude. The
If you sit down
MLA
and
format.
go, the magnifying
Yes.
glass, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
kick your
He said
ass.
3 pages.
You're like, this is one font.
Yes.
It's the really thin
It's just-
Bible paper.
You get
Yeah.
not Bible paper. You get the little fucking scope
Yeah.
out, the
It's-
microscope.
All right. Chapter 1.
Why's your paper on a goddamn slide?
Spencer comes in with a scroll. Why
Yeah.
are you wheeling it up like that?
Hear
God
ye, hear
damn.
ye.
Yeah.
She goes,
Rhina Levi.
Yeah. Rhino, Levi, rare pair.
you open it like this, and then your eye focal goes, ding, ding.
Oh yeah, I'm the
You're
guy
like,
from Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
Erwin Smith. No, I think that would be fun. They do that on Smosh sometimes. They like read stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did one recently where they have like pitches that they've been like rejected that are like
Oh, I
skits,
see.
and then they read the script for them.
Mhm.
Oh.
So it'd be kind of similar to that. I just thought we
Okay.
could write something. It
I think
doesn't-
that's a good. I think that's a good one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's it. I just wanted to pitch that one.
Oh.
That's all I
Wait,
had.
Yeah.
Of course, of course.
That was it.
Approve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You guys got any?
Segment
got
over.
anything? Got any ideas?
To
No? Oh, segment over? That's fine.
Okay.
We can do
Yeah.
that. All right, cool.
we don't want to hear it anymore, right?
What?
We don't want to.
No, I
We don't
wanna-
want to tell them too much.
no,
Hang
no, I
on.
want to. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, I actually didn't have anything else.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
see.
do. I can tell you do.
I
You're
don't.
hiding
I
it.
don't.
Yeah, you do.
I
Yeah,
don't.
you do. Yeah, you
Well,
do.
what if
Yeah,
I
you
want to
do.
keep
Yeah, you
it?
do.
What if I want to keep it?
No, I
Oh,
want to
for
hear it.
yourself.
Well, fuck you. You don't get to know.
Denied.
Yep.
What if we deny it?
No.
What if we approve it right now?
You gonna
And then the people yearn for it.
Oh.
You're such an asshole.
I actually don't have anything.
Oh, okay.
No. Shoot.
Shoot. Do you have any
Shoot.
ideas, Pepper?
You have that one from the TikTok.
What in the hell is that?
That's the picture for the question today.
Oh, I hated that.
Sorry.
I saw
Why?
it and I was
It's
like,
absolute freaky.
I don't know what that means.
It's the picture of Martin Scorsese going absolute
Absolute
cinema.
I don't know what that means either.
you do.
Boomer.
You've seen it for sure.
I've seen. Okay, one. I don't know who Martin. Who's that?
Martin
Martin
Scorsese.
Scorsese's the director. Hang on.
Of what?
Cinema.
Oh, hang on. I'm starting to see now. The fold's starting to be creased in my brain.
Yeah.
So that is-
Goodfellas, Killers of the Flower Moon, Taxi Driver, The Wolf of Wall Street, The Irishman, Shutter Island,
Seen
The
that one.
Departed,
Okay.
Casino, Silence, Gangs of New York, and
I've seen that
Shark
one.
Tale.
The animated
I've
movie.
also seen
who,
that one.
The guy who Raging Bull and Shark Tale.
Wow.
Anyways,
Okay. Well, now you know what? I can feel it. The fold. in
okay,
my
so
brain,
there's
my
this
frontal lobe
meme of him,
forming.
just him stepping back and him holding up his hands. It says Absolute Cinema.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay, well,
Or at least I've seen
this
memes.
one's absolute
Fuck.
freaky.
What is- Ew. Put it away.
And for our audio listeners, it's Martin Scorsese with an extremely large tongue,
Size of
and his
space.
eyes are bugging out of his head, and it says "absolute freaky"
It's
on
getting
it.
cooked, dude. Oh my god! Speaking of absolute freaky, did you see the thumbnail today?
No.
No.
Oh fuck! I should have put it in the damn thing.
Oh, what?
It's not
I'll show
out
it to
yet. I should have saved it, but it's. Oh, I'll find some way to get it to you.
Oh my God! We're the Dark Brotherhood. Yo, Spencer and Cicero.
No.
I'm just I'm
I
I've
hear
got
he
Meridia's
yearns,
Beacon.
so it's
Yeah.
okay.
I've got that one lady from the DLC's armor on, and
You
the
should
fucking
survive.
goddamn Night Mother is behind us. That's amazing.
I thought you enjoyed that being Cicero.
I love.
Yeah.
You look like Cicero a little bit.
I look like Cicero.
Yeah.
I don't know what Cicero looks
You're kind of
like.
acting up today, so you're being
Oh,
Cicero
okay.
today, all right?
Yeah. I think my pitch is. I don't know,
Mhm, please.
where I've sent this. Is that I ran across a gay kickball league.
Mm-hmm.
Like video on
Yeah.
TikTok. I think it'd be fun to get the whole crew and all of our extended family to play kickball.
To play kickball? I'll play kickball.
I don't know to what degree or why. I just think it'd be really funny.
How
I
many
agree.
people do you need on a team?
No more than 7. I mean, we can get.
We can
Because
get.
what? We're talking all basemen, a pitcher. What was that 1, 2, 3, 4,
What's kickball? Baseball? That you kick
5,
it?
Yeah.
3
Okay.
outfielders. So 8. You need 16.
That's
Okay.
fine.
16 people? We can do
Yeah, I
that.
think we could. I guarantee it. We're
Yeah.
like, hey, show
We'll
up
be
this
like-
day.
Mm-hmm.
Dieter, you gotta be over
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at bringing Skylar in sometime. Like
Yeah.
it has to line up.
Yeah.
We need all of the people.
We're gonna
Yeah.
make Skylar come out to play kickball.
Yes.
That'd be fun. Absolutely.
Can we do it in like the worst heat?
Oh,
of the
that's
year,
what I'm
too?
saying. It has to
It
be.
has to be
Has
hot
to
to
be
play
He lives
tiny
in Texas.
shorts.
It's already hot there.
Well, then
He'll be
be used
fine
to it.
then.
Tiny shorts. Tiny shirts.
Hoochie shorts.
Yeah, hoochie shorts.
We have to get Arcane Arcade across the ass.
Wait a
yeah.
second.
Tank tops.
Hang on.
I think we good. I think we have vibe.
Yeah.
It'd be really fun.
I don't look very good in a tank top.
Someone can't.
Says
Someone.
who?
I don't know. I put one on one time and I went, ugh.
When?
I was like, don't do that again.
When did you do this?
Like years ago. So long ago.
You've changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
And my shoulders didn't.
Well, let's see.
Your shoulders were the things you didn't like?
What?
You
Wait,
didn't-
what?
What?
Huh?
You didn't like your shoulders?
What?
That's
That was
what
the
you
question.
just said.
You just
Yeah.
said your shoulders didn't
Yeah.
improve.
No,
They
there's
didn't-
still the shape.
Oh well.
The shape. Tank top on me shoulders not look good. I gotta talk like a caveman. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I'm just trying to understand.
I'll be the
that
judge of that.
Yeah.
We'll be the judge of that. Go on upstairs. Put on a TikTok.
No, my
Okay.
shoulders just kind of
What
slant.
about this? You know, you ever? I don't know if you ever played sports, but you ever played sports and they put you on the red versus black team and they have the like kind of see through but kind of have hold
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
jerseys
like the
on.
mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, the mesh shirts. You put on the tank top, then put on the mesh shirt on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm surprised you guys don't want to do skins versus shirts.
No.
We can't do that.
Yeah. That I don't know if that's YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
What, bare chest?
Well.
Eh.
Almost are pushing it one way or the other.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair, I guess.
You never know.
That's true. That's true.
They're just for whom? You know what I mean?
For me, the raw footage is for me.
Oh yeah, right. We all start that with the superpose it, like rotoscope the shirts.
Yeah,
on.
just rotoscope a PNG of a shirt. It's just following, it never moves.
I'm sure
so
Sky would love
dumb.
to edit that.
Yeah. Skylar,
Yeah.
you want to do that? I know he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I know he's like,
You
that'd be
son of a
funny.
bitch,
He would,
yeah.
yeah, he would want to. All right, let's do some questions.
Okay.
Planet Knight, who is a member, asked, absolutely love your guys. Absolutely love your guys. Thank you.
Oh yeah, dude.
I also love my guys. I'm so excited to see you guys play lots of fun games, both video and tabletop. Thank you. So are we. I'm currently working on some homebrew, some Oblivion inspired. Would you do an Oblivion inspired game? If so, what type of character would you play? That would be fun. It would be really fun. It's really interesting to make a TTRPG around like the Elder Scrolls, because it's not as default fantasy as a lot of people think it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty weird. There's a lot of strange stuff going on.
Yeah.
And
Also freaky.
it's absolute freaky is
Yeah.
really what I'm trying to say. And that's why they made the character creator like that in Oblivion, because you just gotta look a little freaky, you know.
Freaky guy for a freaky world.
Also, the freaky guy for a freaky world. That's me. That's gonna be the name of my first album. Freaky guy in a freaky world. Yeah, it's gonna have me on the front going that. But it has skill-based leveling, which is really hard to do in a TTRPG. So, if somebody out there finds a way to do that, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I've just always heard that that's like really difficult. So, but I think you could just do like a D&D game that's set in the. But then you would have to change the magic because the magic is different.
Yeah. All
Not allowed
the
to fly.
somatic things are now are just this.
Yeah, and nobody says anything. They just hold out their
Yeah.
hands, and somebody paralyzed falls over. You'd have to do like shouts. Well, that's only Dragonborn, so no, you don't. But like, nobody's allowed to levitate or fly anymore because the Imperial
What do you mean?
Council
I've seen
said.
people fly in fucking Skyrim before.
What are you talking about?
Does God mode not count? I've seen people do all kinds of shit in Skyrim.
Yeah, but there's no fly spells. Yeah, they're not allowed. You can't do that.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
you can't levitate anymore.
Shoot.
Why not?
I think in the lore it's because the Empire outlawed it.
They outlawed flying.
It's the dumbest lore
That makes
explanation
sense,
ever, because then why aren't all of the villains like Mirak of Dragonborn, who is like a dragon priest who is in like who's basically like a warlock patron of Hermaeus Mora, who is a Daedra, is like, oh, well, I'll obey the Empire. Like, why isn't he
I don't break the
flying?
law.
Why did they? What caused them to do that?
I think
There's so many people flying around.
I'm just like, it'd be really unfortunate. So
They're like our
pickpocketed you and then
airspace.
flew.
I believe the
It'd be really unfortunate.
it's a hardware issue for the video games. So like I believe I don't know when it was established if it was in Morrowind or Oblivion, but like there's it might have been Oblivion. I don't remember, but like I believe that it was because in the video games they needed a reason as to why you couldn't nobody can cast that
I
anymore.
understand that,
But the reason is really stupid.
Yeah, they gave us kind of a silly reason.
They should have just done D&D Spell Plague.
Yeah.
That's what D&D. They just went, we got nuked. Magic don't work no more, and then they brought it back, and some spells just lost everything. And it's not in the game anymore. And it's like, yeah, all right, that's fine.
It'd be hard to think about crime in like the third dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got in a car accident and then the person hit and ran, but up.
Why does that not happen in D&D more often?
What? Just fly directly up?
Yeah, why we never thought about that? Why has there never been like a point in any of our games where somebody's like robbed someone and then flown away? Like I think it's because that does happen, but it's not petty crime. Like the idea of it being like, give me your wallet, and like he takes it and he goes, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh
I
man.
don't know. I would assume because it breaks it. I think we all understand what the unsaid rules are.
Yeah, but it's never happened
to
to
not find the Minecraft ceiling height limit of the goddamn map that I'm on.
Yeah.
You should use that.
The flying thieves.
Yeah, and descend.
Flying
Thieves and descend.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Some imps.
They stole
Imps
my
would do that.
soul coin and flew up.
And
flew
off,
away.
those bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, the thing about that in D&D is that like you do that and then you roll initiative, and that flying thief is dust by the next turn. Like, what is a flying thief going to do against what can flying thief do against such reckless cadman?
I don't know.
That bitch is in half by a blade wing next round.
I didn't say he was going to succeed.
No, but he should. He should try.
You should try for fun.
I can't chase him. I can't fly.
I want them to try.
Yeah,
I'll leave my wallet out.
I leave.
Yeah, full of cash.
Yeah.
Just peeking out.
soul
Lean it over, your butt cheeks are super big. You're just like, oh, I hope nobody comes and robs me.
I moved all my money from my shoes to my ass pocket. I now look like that girl trying to fight for keep her pants on from the sunscreen person.
Yeah. The copper
in the
tone.
distance is like, and the other imps are like, don't do it, man. Don't do it. He's like, it's right there. And he goes in. And they're like, no, George. And he grabs him. He's like, I'm rich, boys. I'm going to get out of here. And then
Cadman just slices him right in half.
And then Radiohead starts playing. It's like, you know where. And the blade is like going through his body. He's like, you know where you are. Blood is coming out of him. He's like, ugh. And Cadman's just like, she's just having a great time.
I once said I'm like that guy from Omegaverse, but I think Omegaverse it's an AO3 thing.
It is.
What the fuck's that stupid show called? Omniverse?
Omniverse?
What's Omniverse?
Oh, that guy that beats up that kid, but he's from space. What the fuck is it called? Invincible.
Yes.
There you go.
He's Omni-Man.
Sorry.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'll see what's his name? Conquest?
I don't know.
I wasn't getting it at all, and I was like, this kind of sounds like Invincible.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Yeah.
He does have a fat ass.
Yes, yeah, he does.
I'm gonna turn on that cobalt or that fucking imp like that Conquest guy. It's like I've been on for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn. No, I was talking to Spencer today, and what song was? Oh, we were just listening to Ludo because I fucking love that band, and we had the music on, and I was like, I fear that this album, which is You're Awful, I Love You, is like a load-bearing beam in my brain's fundamental existence. Yeah. Because I know every lyric to every song in that album, and the song in there that's really good is called "The Horror of Your Love," and I was like, yo. And I was like saying what kind of characters fit this, and I was like, this is also kind of Cadman and Anastasia. Yeah. And then I was like, Cadman and Anastasia are like the Wario and Waluigi version of Marcel and Fallon.
Yes.
I don't know.
Delicious and Dungeons.
At first you just said they're like Wario and Waluigi.
I gave it a second. I was like, wait, no.
What?
Wait. And if Mario and Luigi are Marcel and Fallon.
Yes.
And then you have the dastardly version of them. That's Cadman and Anastasia.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Where and I was like, Marcel, oh no, Fallon, spoilers for Delicious and Dungeon, go watch it. oh no, I brought back Fallon. She's a dragon chimera now. Oh fuck, what did I do? How do I fix her? And then if that was Anastasia, she'd be like, charmed. I like you better like this.
Yeah. It's based.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Anyways, that was a conversation we
It's a
had.
big woman.
What was the question? Oblivion?
Oblivion.
I don't know how we got away from that. Sorry. Artistic Mayhem 7505 asked, "Hey Arcane Arcade, hello. I hope you are all doing well this week. For my question, I need you each to pick one of your characters. It's one of these ones. I choose.
Okay.
I
got mine.
I choose Damon. I'm picking an old one this time.
I'll pick an old one too.
Yeah.
Same.
I'll pick Abris.
Okay, the oldest one.
Yes.
I'm pick Mr. Fishy.
Mr. Fishy.
Mr. Fishy.
That's what I'm picking.
That one's like podcast lore.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah. Okay. Great. It says in parentheses, wait for characters. There's instructions on this one. I like it.
Okay.
Great. Now, what does their mindscape look like? What is mindscape?
Like
a
their
mind palace?
Their mind palace? Like Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah.
It's gonna be
know-
nice things, horrific.
No.
Okay. Here.
You know
here.
Pong?
We'll play.
Yeah.
That's Empress's
Yeah.
mindscape is 2 white
But
squares.
But instead of like the ball, it's what the current topic of conversation is, and it has to get back and forth for her to register what is going on.
I'm really mad that you haven't played Abris like recently. I'm mad that like Pepper and Mia have not seen you play Abris.
Yeah, and then if she doesn't understand what a concept is, like currency, it just
Missed the.
Yeah. Do.
and then
You're like,
doesn't track,
That's so funny.
and then it can try again, but it's not gonna help.
When Abris didn't know what money was, so every time
No.
we got paid, my character, Ket, was like, "Oh, good, I can use this. I'm a poor boy. I'm gonna take this." Abris would bury it in the dirt.
And she's like, a fountain.
I specifically remember you're like, "What's Abris doing?" She's like, "She's burying her money."
She's burying her money.
Like, what are you doing?
it's like a squirrel.
Yeah. Damon's mindscape is like, it's probably it's like default artificer, like it's like the inside of like a clock tower. There's like gears everywhere, but in Castlevania, like episode 1 of Castlevania, when the lab that Dracula has in there, it's also like that. It's like a library
That makes sense.
and a lab. That's what it looks like. Yeah. And there's like blackboards, and he's got drawings all over him.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Sticking.
He's probably got like a drawing of Issa on one of them, but if anybody enters his mind palace, he's like flips it, and he's like, "There's nothing. There's nothing there."
Purely math.
Yeah. Only math. We only do math here.
Math here. We don't lust.
He draws an equation. It looks like her. He's like, "No."
Oh.
What's Mr. Fishy's mindscape?
I'm thinking. I'm gonna paint you a picture, right?
Please, please, yeah.
Kobold, large beard, emaciated, on a raft in the middle of the ocean. He has a tiny wooden rod, a little piece of string, and he's fishing something. And that's his whole life. And then sometimes he catches something. Maybe it's some kind of idea, and maybe it's something he can use and is helpful and is maybe smaller than he expected. And sometimes it's a shark and he's capsized and then consumed by it. You never know what you're gonna get.
It's that kobold, but underneath the waves, there's just this enormous leviathan
Yeah.
about to eat him.
He's like,
and he's just like, "I think I got a big one." In my head,
Yeah,
you
good
said,
idea.
I said kobold, beard, emaciated, and in my head he went, it like shrunk.
I want to be cast away. Volleyball
really
to the
funny.
side.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
That one's really good.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
question.
That was a
There you
good
go.
question. All right. Lord Big Daddy Funky Chunky 6514 asked,
Fuck,
Hell yeah.
how's that name not taken?
because
Right,
he's got 6514 at the end.
Oh,
That's
I
why.
see. There's so many of them.
6,000 Lord
Yeah.
Big Daddy Funky Chunkies. Are any people in the cast and crew or the friend group Conlang nerds? People who make constructed languages, i.e. Quenya, Sindarin, Phyrexian, Dothraki, etc. Are any people in the cast and crew or the friend group interested in the general concept? I always like to see fellow co-langers in the TTRPG sphere.
I like to be called a Colang.
Yeah.
I did make
They
up
do, they
a
do.
vampire language for
Whoa.
my D&D games, and that's what Santi spoke,
Oh.
was vampiric.
What the fuck in Spelljammer?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
cool.
he speaks that, and I think I'm pretty sure it's all vampiric.
I remember that.
So far. Or that elvish phrase that I say.
Okay.
That's also based in vampiric.
That's very good.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's really.
I
I was like, I wonder where
campaign on
Pepper found
vampires.
this, and you just made it up.
I made it up.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
In there.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's
I
awesome.
made a whole thing. I ran a
And
whole,
you've been
like,
waiting
vampire
for
campaign.
this question to come up so that you can tell us.
No, sometimes it's useful.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun to say a little phrase, and you're like,
That's
there you go.
crazy.
It makes you feel more immersed.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
No, I fucking love that shit, but I don't think I'm math oriented enough to be able to do more than probably a couple phrases or
Yeah.
some general ideas.
It's a ton of work. It's super impressive
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
to anybody that can do it. I tried really hard. Well, I did learn a bunch of Phyrexian words when they dropped that
Yeah.
thing when All Will Be One was coming out, and that was really fun. I could say like a couple of things in like the weird language that they made,
Yeah.
which was like super cool the way that like the phonetics worked. It's so complicated though. It took forever to figure it out, and like
Yeah.
it's really cool. But and if I was super into it, I would apply it to my games or something like that. But
Yeah.
it's not something I guess I'm not really a co-langer.
I-
I'm a co-enjoyer.
I always
I'm a
ran
lang
into
enjoyer.
a problem where I would have to say it and then I had to translate it, so then I just doubled the time for me to speak
Yeah.
instead of just saying the thing. So now I only use it for like if someone's trying to like magically activate something,
That's
or like
cool.
some kind of phrase that's like their like oath or something,
Yeah, that's really cool.
because I think it just highlights that thing.
Hmm.
Hey. You don't know how to
I think Colton's fiance Sari knows has some phrases in Valyrian
That's pretty
from
nice.
Game of Thrones.
When I was in like 4th or 5th grade, a friend and I made like
Okay.
an alphabet. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's fine.
Aw. You can
But-
join us.
This is your last podcast episode.
Yep.
After this, you'll be hanging out with Grandma.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Are we good?
It's like, I love grandma.
Yeah. When I was in like 4th or 5th grade, me and one of my friends made like different like letters for the alphabet so that we could have like a little
code?
That's
code.
so cool.
And eventually it was at the point where like you could just kind of read what it says because we just pass things back and forth,
Dude.
so that if we got caught passing things back and forth, no one
No,
would
it was
be able
loose in
to-
code.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hmm.
That's actually awesome. Yo,
It's very cool.
But then I moved schools, and now
Then you
it's-
forgot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pong.
Wow.
Just right
Yeah.
off falls.
damn, dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
Jordan Mertens 1277, who's a member, asked, week 4 of asking, can we get your opinion on how I feel like we've answered this. Week 4 of asking, can we get your opinion on how you would run a dinosaur themed campaign and keep it fun and interesting the whole campaign? I feel like it might lose its luster after a few sessions become boring. I won't stop asking until answered. Your move,
I
Jacob.
don't think we've ever
I don't
answered
We
this
have
question.
not.
No.
Why have we
Never.
not got to this?
I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
This is the first time we're hearing
Week
about it.
4. So sorry.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna
What's
answer it
a
now.
dinosaur
A dinosaur
campaign?
themed campaign.
Like Arc?
Yeah.
I just said Arc, but the only thing I know about it is that there's dinosaurs in it.
Yeah, that's the only thing I
Is
know
it like a survival
too.
game?
It's like a survival game, I'm pretty sure, but it has like tech and anything in it too. I don't know much about it. But
It's a dinosaur
or we
campaign.
talk about like Land Before Time, like
Oh, there are dinosaurs.
like the characters are dinosaurs,
Whoa.
or are we talking like Kong Island,
Oh, that's cool.
or like it's like Tomb of Annihilation, but instead it's
That's housing a tomb.
or it's like Jurassic Park.
I hate to say it, you could totally do a Jurassic Park like reskin of Tomb.
Yeah.
Just don't have a death curse. Just have them show up. Have the goddamn dinosaurs be the thing that like Sarac brought back.
Yeah.
Hordes of dinosaurs.
Sarek is, what is his name? What's that guy's name?
Fucking doctor.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I know his name.
I don't know.
I'm so upset.
I think it'd be cool to have Sarac have that like that little walking stick with the mosquito and amber.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a very cool like little detail for him.
John Hammond. Yeah, Sarek is John Hammond.
Yeah.
That's funny. If I were to run a dinosaur themed campaign or just a game,
Yeah.
I probably, and it's just my yearning to want to do it, I would just probably run like a Jurassic Park game but with Dread,
Yeah.
because
That's not bad.
that would be a lot of fun, and there's just so much there that you could do. That would just be really interesting. Other than that, I'm not like a big dinosaur fan. I think dinosaurs are like interesting. They're like cool, but like I'm not like yearning for them. I'm not like, oh,
Yeah.
I love dinosaurs. I think they're interesting, but
Yeah.
I like the spooky lore of a T-Rex that people make up, I think, which is like it had like a bassy low growl that was like roar, 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 roar. And it maybe had feathers or something, that's neat. But there is an aspect to me of silliness when somebody in a D&D game polymorphs into a dinosaur, and I don't know why. It shouldn't be. They're not even extinct in D&D. They're just another type of creature that exists on a different continent. Yeah. So I don't know. There's something about it where it's like, I don't know. There's such ferocious, scary creatures in like almost all media that they're in, except for like Land Before Time, where I've never seen that movie, but I know it's sad. And it's about sad dinosaurs. The Sad Dinosaur movie? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I guess
all right, cool.
They're like orphan dinosaurs.
Orphan sad dinosaurs? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys watched that as a kid.
That's kind of like Homeward Bound or whatever, but they're all dinosaurs and
Damn.
stuff.
Jeez.
They get separated and then return back to their people.
So I don't know what it is about like in D&D where like somebody turns into a dinosaur, and we're not on Chult, because in Chult it's like thematic, it makes sense, it's cool. You can have a zombie dinosaur that's crazy, but for some reason if like in Descent somebody's like I turned into a T-Rex, it would be funny to me. I don't know why.
That makes sense though.
Even though it would probably visually be awesome and really cool,
but
in my head I'm like, that's a little silly. Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, it is awfully absurd to like turn into that. I think polymorphing in general is kind of absurd, and it's probably funny. And it's just funnier to think of something that is like not commonplace, that we think of like animals that you could turn into that we see every day.
That's what it is.
So maybe we're just like, I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna turn into I mean, like, you turn into a whale. That'd be
that'd also be silly.
Yeah. I think in general it's just kind of weird. Unless you have like a druid character that does it all the time.
That just always turns into a dinosaur.
Well, I guess there are cooler animals to turn into. That's weird. We don't need to break that down today, but like that's an interesting thought experiment, is to be like, why is it cool when my druid turns into an eagle, but like really funny when they turn into like a dog?
I don't think that's really funny. I think that.
Okay, well in my brain,
I think that polymorphing is usually situational.
Yeah.
So to have a situation where you turn into a dinosaur is a little absurd.
That happens weird. In like the D&D movie where like the girl is like turning into a bunch of animals as she's escaping the guards. But it's a little silly, right? Like she turns like a deer and then like a rat, and it's like haha.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of cool when like Keyleth turns into an eagle. It's like, oh, that's awesome.
I also think that there's something to be said about, and I think this could be maybe answering the question to some degree, that I think it's very interesting when we think about that scene in the D&D movie where you see the druid trying, because that's the whole thing about the druid. It's the nature trying to re-interact with like humanity and then the urban setting, but in some way that puts the deer or whatever she becomes as smaller than the like location she's at in an urban setting. When she became a T-Rex, she then flips that power dynamic, and now she's the thing that's like trampling and traumatizing the city, versus before it'd be the reverse of that. It'd be like a guard chasing a cat, and then it would be instead like a market assailed by like a T-Rex. So that's a really interesting concept you could probably
I think one of the funniest things, I like literally tears laughing and nearly passed out from playing a D&D game, was your old Sunday game when Landon turned into a gorilla. That was so funny. Because also walking into a shop and then becoming a gorilla and being like, give me everything, is so insane. And also D&D players are incapable of the DM saying you see a T-Rex, and somebody will go like one person will do it, if not the DM. You know, so I don't know.
But if you're just having a Jurassic Park themed game,
but if you were playing Chult, if you were playing Tomb of Annihilation, that wouldn't really happen.
I also think you could roll with something like Ixalan or something, where these dinosaurs represent like primal forces of nature that have long been like dead, and like you have someone like resurrect them, and that's an entire world out of balance, because now this thing, which are gargantuan creatures of destruction, just exist, where before the land wouldn't matter. But now it does, because everything's super fragile.
I don't know. Interesting. But
the point is, I think you could make it really interesting the entire time.
For sure. Interesting question. You have some to add, buddy?
You could ride a raptor like a horse.
You could.
They're small. They're like dog sized.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he could.
Yeah, he doesn't have head control.
Well, it's when he gets it.
Yeah.
When he gets it, Jurassic Park.
And the raptor loses its bending. Old reference. If you understand that one, comment down below.
It's really funny.
People who don't know that are like, come on, man, explain it.
Go watch all of Tomb of
Oh,
Annihilation.
no. Don't make them do that. Okay. Kairos3855 asked, just wanted to say, I want the Afridi in the new monster manual to blow out my back.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he hot?
All
That's
the
real,
gyms
dude,
are
that's
pretty
real.
cool.
Oh.
That's real.
Or
All
all
right,
of the,
let's go look
I'll find
at
it.
all of them are pretty awfully
sick.
exquisite.
Are you
Sure
finding
are.
You know, they're pretty good.
I think we have seen it because of the unreleased Dungeon Delve. It hasn't come out
That's
yet.
true,
Not
too.
unreleased. It's just we're working on it.
Yeah,
It hasn't come out yet. Let me find it.
it? I wasn't there.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh well, then you can B C D E F G H I J. That's how you sing it.
Of course, they're teaching it differently now. I don't know why I know that, but I do.
Not
I
to
do.
my kid.
They're not actually.
No.
That was a fucking lie.
Wow.
No, they are. She's just maybe not at her school. I don't know.
Whoa.
Oh.
Good God.
Oh.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
they're all good.
Oh, great heavens.
Ooh.
Do you want to save that one? Saved
save
it.
Yeah, save, send
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. Airdrop.
Airdrop. What are you
Delete.
doing? Kind of the
I,
back?
Delete. Search history.
Yeah.
The whole thing. The whole shebang.
My fanfic about that lady.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Abby Alexandria 4020 asked, if each of you were a magic card, what would your colors be? And what abilities would you have?
I don't know.
God, I hate to say it, but I'm probably just a normal creature.
Yeah.
You're,
Not particularly
you're
exciting.
tied up to that dragon?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the fucking corpse that tied to
Yeah.
Did I tell you that?
Silmar's plump body.
Yeah. I don't remember how it got brought up,
Yeah.
but a couple of weeks ago when we all got together to play Magic and
Yeah.
you weren't there, I came to the table and Mia was telling that to everybody, and
About
I don't
what?
know why. And Mia was just bringing up how you want to be tied to that dragon, and I was like,
Oh,
that's really funny.
Probably because she was playing a soul tide deck
it makes sense.
because Cons and Tarkir's, or not Cons, but Tarkir's back and soul ties from that, and also the deck she ran.
I'm a 1/1 red goblin token with haste,
It's quality. Yeah.
or I'm a 1/1 or like a 0/1.
Yeah.
Like a 0/1 one cost red creature that has haste. It's pretty useless, but like you just-
It could be good.
yeah.
Give it some.
Or I can have an ability where
Like a
like
knife.
I have haste, but I have to be not exiled, but sacrificed by the end of the round.
I understand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just come out and I go, bah, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
I go absolute freaky, and then I leave.
I cast my goblin. Absolute freaky.
I'm playing my absolute freaky deck.
Oh, those guys are
Yeah.
absolutely freaky.
Yeah, Spencer, what are
you
you?
doing?
I don't know. Probably Selesnya
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Also a token, but I don't know which one.
Yeah.
You have vigilance.
Vigilance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, you for
Okay.
sure have vigilance. If we're gonna go keywords here,
Yeah.
And vigilance.
yeah, I'll
Mhm.
take haste. You can take vigilance,
Okay. I'll do
and
that.
Pep
Change
can
them.
have. Yes, yes, and you're multicolored.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're,
Yeah.
you're an artifact.
Yeah. I've just transcended past that.
You're an Eldrazi. Like
Yeah.
this card is technically colorless.
Yeah. The void.
Oh. All right, that was a good question. What's the baby is unfortunately a 0/1 token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Food
Or
token.
it is a little
Baby-
treasure.
Baby token.
Baby token.
Treasure token's probably better
Yeah.
than a food
Just-
token.
Yeah.
just- Hi, baby.
Merlin17 asked, y'all hyped for the MTG Final Fantasy? Any game, character, or moment you really want to see represented?
Yeah. I
Unfortunately,
played
we're
those
not all
ones.
really big
Yeah,
Final
Albert
Fantasy
is.
fans.
Albert's super
Yeah.
excited.
Albert is, and Bethany is, and everyone tangentially I know around me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
And
I'm not.
I will play it, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
To play it, but I'm not a big. I don't know
No,
much
yeah.
about Final Fantasy. There's a Sephiroth card. I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
that'll be it.
Oh yeah, I spent the whole entire night yesterday scrolling through the spoilers and looking at Beth and go, "Who's that? Who's that?" And she's like, "Shut up." I was like, "Okay."
Who's that one?
You know,
What's that one?
why's a little cat boy? What's that about?
What's
Like,
he
"Ah,
do?"
I haven't played that one. Fuck off.
What does that one do? And oh my goodness. Kyle Shank 3411 asked, "What other video game would you draw on for TTRPG inspiration like your Fallout system or Jacob's Tears of the Kingdom video? Example: I've started thinking up a Final Fantasy system that encourages people to get hit so they hit limit breaks and magic is less powerful but expected to be rechargeable." Oh, interesting. I'm kind of wanting to do speaking of Tears of the Kingdom, I kind of want to do a fuse mechanic for Descend. You guys can take parts of devils and demons and put them onto your weapons. I thought that would be kind of fun. So that's a mechanic I'm trying to involve in the game right now. I don't know. The Attache case from Resident Evil was something I was really excited about, and we got to play with it. So that was fun. A lot of work, but it was really fun. It was worth it. It was worth it is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
I was going to say that.
You would not Stardew Valley fishing?
I fear no one would want to do that.
Aw.
See, and that's the thing is you just do it anyways.
When,
You just go,
when
and
we-
we're
when
playing
we-
with variant
Yeah,
incumbents.
and we're going to fish.
And we're gonna fish.
Yeah.
You have to
You
fish.
have to fish.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Pure
Every
food.
day I'm fishing.
Yeah.
Every day I'm shuffling. Do 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 do. What about what about you, Pepper?
I'm not sure. I guess I could do. Oh, I don't know. I think it'd be cool to do like Devil May Cry style, like move lists.
Yes.
I don't really know what that means quite yet, but I think that's probably where the next direction I'm going when I talk about like magic items.
That's cool. That's cool. Various forms of Dormammu, who is a freaking year member, asked what the tentative leap into Pathfinder and the further expansion of the Jacob adaptive rule system or the jars used for Fallout and Resident Evil games. That's what we're calling it.
I like
jars.
I like that actually.
Jacob
I like that a lot.
Adaptive rule system.
I like that. Iron jars. Honestly, that sounds way better than GURPS. So it's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it'd
Jars.
be the only system that has a name in it.
That's cool. It's yours.
Cyberpunk Mike Pondsmith.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Yeah.
twice.
Our
Twice.
Talsorian Games was in
Yeah.
the dang chat.
That's kind of cool.
Hey, hit me up. I'll give you my Discord. Comment something. I'll DM you. I don't know. Talsorian, you're watching. Anyways. Have you ever thought of looking at Critical Role's Daggerheart since... Oh, you guys keep asking. I'm so sorry.
It's cool.
I'm not upset about the question. I swear. I'm just like, I feel bad that that we haven't done it yet. Since it's coming out in like a week. And Bazinga to all. P.S. Feel free to steal that acronym if you want or come up with something much clever.
It's not. It's good. I
Jars.
actually
Stolen.
love that one.
Jars.
I'm going to start calling it that.
Yeah. Jars. We're going to play the Jars system.
I think it's good.
I don't know. We'll see. We really want to play Daggerheart. Jack especially really wants to run it. I think I've said a couple of episodes now, but so we probably will at some point when we find the time for it. We're just kind of in between a lot of stuff right now, trying to come back from baby break, doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So once all that's kind of back to normal, we'll try to find a time to do Daggerheart because it looks cool. This person said my username is strange, so you can call me Bug. Okay.
Oh,
So this question comes from Bug.
hello, bud.
Love y'all in your videos. Probably wanted or maybe watched Sunder 4 times by now. Yes, even the first season. Wow.
Brave soldier.
You are a very special Arcane Arcadiac. You need a tag if you've done that. We need to have achievements.
Yeah.
Like but we have to be able to verify it. And if you've done that, you just get a crazy achievement.
Yeah.
My question is for Jacob. You've said before you love Artificer, but can't get it to feel right. Have you looked at the OG 5e Wizard subclass? No. It spends spell slots to make potions and items and feel a lot better to me. Big love to the whole Arcane family, and as always, Bazinga.
It's so sweet.
And
Thanks,
also
Bug.
cute.
No, it's with you.
We call Rowan Bug sometimes. Call him the Bug.
He's got big ol' eyes.
He's got bug eyes, dude.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's a baby. It
Yeah.
makes sense.
So-
Is it true that your eyes are the same size when you're adult versus you're a child?
I think they grow a little bit, but
Oh.
they
Like, do you have
mostly
adult
stay the
eyes in
same.
there? That makes sense.
Adult eyes, they're huge, dude.
Yeah. Stop looking at me with your man eyes.
A lot of your body parts grow like almost double to triple their size or something like that. But you're
Let's
but,
hope.
Just hold that a little longer.
But I think your eyes mostly kind of they don't grow as much.
That makes sense.
They-
They'd be
they-
scared if they did.
Yeah, if you had really tiny eyes as a baby.
You're like, oh, that's my eye pain.
Yeah.
It's okay, baby. Your eyes are just growing.
What was the question? Sorry. It was Artificer. I have not seen that subclass for wizard. I don't know why. I've never even heard of that. That's crazy. So maybe I'll have to check it out. That feels interesting to make it like a wizard subclass, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I don't see why not. Like you could just do something like that, because I feel like an artificer should also be able to do what a wizard can do, which is like write stuff into their spell book and have more spells.
Yeah.
It feels very artificer. So I don't know. That seems kind of cool. Using to make spells to make potions is neat. So that's pretty sick.
I agree.
So apparently at birth, your eyes are about 16.5 millimeters. And then by the time you're 20 to 21, they're 24 millimeters.
Oh, so they grow.
They grow.
They grow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to scare you. I didn't mean to tell you about your eye growth. That's inevitable.
He's being sensitive. I move a little bit and he gets upset.
He's sensitive. Leave
So,
him alone.
that's valid. It makes sense.
He's an Aries.
And our last question comes from Albert.
Yeah.
Hi, Albert.
What's your favorite GameCube game of all time? Do you have a GameCube?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't.
I didn't think about it, but yeah.
My grandma had a GameCube that we played on.
Mm.
And I think the only game I ever played was Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, that's gotta be it for me. Is Melee. Melee is just so amazing and iconic, and I played so much of it when I was a kid. So much of it, like to a point where like my sisters hated playing with me because I made them play it with me all the time. And then I like in turn formed their brain to be gamer brains later on. So
Yeah.
now Emma's cracked at Smash, and
makes sense.
it's from the years of training. But
Yeah.
no, I mean I also really like Super Monkey Ball. That's Super Monkey Ball is so fun. And then and then I got to pick Metroid Prime, and then maybe Wind Waker. Yeah, those ones. Those are my picks. But Melee purely from I wish I could have Hour Tracker in my GameCube game days. Yeah, it'd probably be hundreds.
We had a GameCube. I have a lot of fond memories of like Wind Waker and Metroid Prime and stuff because that's what my dad would play and we'd watch them.
Nice.
Because my dad at the time was probably, was it 2003, 2004, 5? He was maybe 24. We were very young. Actually, probably way more than that, maybe closer to 28. But when I was growing up, the GameCube kind of gave my sisters. Because I had a DS.
Oh.
So I played a lot of games on the DS. But whenever we
Makes
would
sense.
go play on the GameCube together, it would always be Ratatouille. That game's good.
On the
Remember-
GameCube?
Yeah.
Yes.
We played Mario Party 5 or 6, and then we played Ratatouille. And that was about it. I'm sure it had other games, because I remember my dad playing Pikmin, but I just remember the hell out of Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
That's awesome. Some of those Disney movie games were amazing. Sorry, I'm hitting up the members.
Yeah.
That we had like a Finding Nemo one, and I don't know if that was necessarily good, but it was
Yeah. I did remember them being good.
Oh my god, did you ever have the Spider-Man games?
No.
Oh
unfortunately
my
not.
god, I played the
No.
fuck out of those too. Yeah.
We borrowed a bunch of GameCube games from Marshall, and I was looking through them just now,
Yeah.
and there's a Chicken Little game.
Yeah. But that's a blast.
I'm like, oh, I'm interested.
I
Crazy
never.
he had Chicken Little.
Yeah.
He's like, make sure you can keep everything else, but make sure you bring my Chicken Little case.
Yeah, give me my Chicken Little back. I need it.
Bring me
He's
that
like-
Chicken Little back.
You guys know where my Chicken Little is?
No. Oh, I haven't seen
I
it.
thought I lent it to you.
He's like, no.
I would also say
Shame
Resident
that.
Evil 4 is one of my favorite GameCube games, but to be completely honest, I didn't own it because I was a kid.
Yeah.
And my parents wouldn't let me play that.
No, of course.
I didn't play it until I was like 14.
Yeah.
And I or maybe even like 13. Like I might have been younger. I think I was 13. And I found like a YouTube video that was compilations of all of the deaths. And being a 13-year-old, I was like, I'm watching this.
Yeah.
And I just watched Leon get horribly murdered in many ways. And I was like, this looks like fun.
Yeah.
But I had no way to play it. But Capcom being Capcom, there was always a way.
Yeah.
And the first Resident Evil game I ever played was the iPod version that you could get on like the iPod and on the App Store, and that's where I played it. And I was like, this game's awesome. And then it wasn't until later in high school when I was like, okay, and then I emulated it, and then I actually played it because I didn't have my GameCube anymore by that point. But and I was like, these games are awesome. But I also remember beating it on my phone, and then it was my iPod, and then going, I want to play 2 because I just loved Leon.
Yeah.
That was it. And I think at the time I didn't realize that it was like, no, I just think he's cool. I just think Leon's really cool. That's why I want to dress up as him for Halloween, Mom.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I dressed up as Leon for Halloween that Halloween. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, but then and then I played the original 2, and I was like, this game is scary, and I did not beat it, but I did play it. It was super fun.
I feel that.
Anyways. Well, that was a fun podcast. Guys, you want to come join us in the bonus episode? We're going to not only have another hour, we're going to have a little bit of extra because we've been cutting the bonus episodes a little short the past 2 times. So we're going to give you guys a little treat. We started early today. We're going to have an extra long bonus episode today. So come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bye.